Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I wanted to show you a stitch. I did this stitch on my other YouTube channel, Natty Crochet, but this time I just made a small modification in case some of you want to use this, for example, for a bag, grocery bag, for example. Yeah, it's a little bit sturdy. The other one that I did, it has some well, between the rows, some opening. Yeah, especially with a single crochet. But this one you can make like a, I don't know, a wrap, a shawl, a blouse, a scarf, a grocery bag. It's really nice, this this stitch. So these are the sides of the stitch. It's really nice, goes really fast, but I think this stitch looks very nice with how you say, thin yarn. If you are to do this with bigger, it's bulky, it's kind of big, yeah, unless you really like. Okay, this stitch works with multiples of 4 plus 3 more. I chain here 16 chains, and I'm gonna chain 3 more chains. So 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna skip the first chain, and into the second chain we're gonna do a single crochet, and I'm using now with this yarn 3.0 millimeter crochet hook. The sample that I showed you, I worked that with 2.0 millimeter crochet hook. So from now on until we finish this row, we're gonna do single crochet in each chain. So move to the next chain and do single crochet, next chain, single crochet, and so on, single crochet in each chain until we finish this this row. So when you are to finish this work, if you choose to do something with this stitch, you can finish the last row before you close the work with single crochet, and I'm gonna show you at the end how to do it. So single crochet in each chain. Yeah, I think this one for a summer blouse, I think it's nice. If you want to work this with thicker yarn, maybe for a summer evening baby blanket, or you know, I think it's nice. But keep in mind this has some openings. But I think for a blouse or a grocery bag, this one it's really nice. So the last chain we're gonna do single crochet also. Now we're gonna chain 2, turn your work, and now into the second stitch. This is the first, we're gonna move to the second stitch. We're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and this is how we're gonna do this row until we finish this row. So yarn over the hook, we're gonna skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the third stitch we're gonna do a double crochet, move to the next stitch, double crochet, chain 2, and move to the skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third stitch we're gonna do a double crochet, and this is how we're gonna do until we finish this this row. So the next stitch, double crochet, chain 2, again skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third, double crochet, so the next stitch, double crochet, and you're gonna be left here with 4 stitches. You're gonna chain 2, we're gonna skip the next 2 stitches, and into the last 2 stitches we're gonna do in each stitch double crochet. So 1, move to the last stitch and do a double crochet. Okay, now chain 1, turn your work, And the difference between the tutorial that I did with this stitch on my other crochet channel, Natty Crochet, the only difference is that we're gonna do single crochet into this 2 chain space. So the first stitch is here, we're gonna go in there and do a single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. And in this 2 chain space that we have here, we're gonna place in there 2 single crochets. So 1, go back again for the second single crochet. Then you have the double crochet from the previous row, so we're gonna go into the next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet. Where am I? Here. And we're gonna do like this until we finish this row. So the next we have the 2 chain space, and we're gonna place in that 2 chain space 2 single crochets. So go back again for the second, and now we have the 2 stitches from the previous row in which we did the double crochets. So the next stitch, double crochet, well, single crochet, sorry. So we have the 2 chain space in which we're gonna put 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. You're gonna move to the next stitch, single crochet, single crochet, and we have here at the end the last 2 chain space in which we're gonna put 2 single crochets in there, 1, and go for the second. And now we have the double crochet and the chain 2. So we're gonna go to the stitch where we have the double crochet there from the previous row and do a single crochet, and the last is the chain 2. So in there, the top chain, we're gonna do a single crochet. Now we're gonna chain 2, and we're gonna repeat the row with the double crochets, looking like that. So yarn over the hook, we're gonna move to the next stitch, not this one because the chain is coming from. So the next stitch is here, we're gonna go in there and do a double crochet. So this is only the row that you have to chain 2 with a double crochet. So chain 2 now, and you're gonna move to the 2 double crochets from the previous row. So you're gonna skip 2 stitches, and into the third you're gonna do a double crochet, and you move to the next stitch, double crochet, chain 2. You're gonna skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third you're gonna do a double crochet, and into the next stitch, double crochet. I think for a grocery bag, I think this is much nicer, so the rows are really tight together. So chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third, double crochet, next stitch, double crochet, chain 2, and now at the end you're gonna skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third and the fourth we're gonna place in each a double crochet. So skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third a double crochet, and the last stitch, double crochet, chain 1, turn your work, and now we're gonna repeat the row with a single crochet. It's gonna look like this. So you have the first stitch here, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and in that 2 chain space that we have here, we're gonna place in there 2 single crochets. So 1, 2, and then we have the stitches from the double crochet from the previous row in which we're gonna put a single crochet in each stitch. So in this 2 chain space, single crochet. And I think this is if you want, because the other one that I did, like I said on Natty Crochet, if it's too tight, if you work too tight, or for some reason this, instead of doing 2 single crochets, chain 2, and then 2 single crochets, this where we have the chains will separate. If you like that, well then use the same. You do 2 single crochets, chain 2, and so on. So here we have the chain 2 space, which we're gonna put 2 single crochets there, and we have the double crochet here, the stitch, and the chain 2. So you're gonna go to the stitch first, single crochet, and on top of the chain 2 in there we're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna repeat, turn your work, and you're gonna repeat the row with the double crochets. So you're gonna build this. Yeah. So you're gonna go to this stitch, not this one because the chain is coming. So double crochet, chain 2, skip these 2 stitches, and you go directly to the double crochet stitches. It's very easy, I think, this way to do it. Yeah. So this is the stitch. As you can see, I used 3.0 millimeter crochet hook with this yarn, and it's, well, this one, it's much nicer. It's a little bit, how you say, well, much fine and cute and nice than using bigger yarn, yeah, thicker yarn. This is already a little bit thicker in comparison to, let's see, 2.0 millimeter crochet hook, and this is 3.0 millimeter crochet hook. So you choose which yarn and crochet hook you want to use. Yeah. So this is the stitch. Well, I hope you like this stitch, the, well, very simple modification that I did, and you choose to use which one you like. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.